Okay, quick update. Is it running? No, of course not. Not yet. Really haven't accomplished much this winter. Well, engine's in, right? I don't know when you last saw this. Engine's in. Exhaust is almost on. Starter's in. We got a new battery. Odds and ends left. Radiator. He's going back in. So what have we been doing? Well, haven't been working on the truck. This one's here. Transmission. Sad Jacob. Had the tractor in all winter because lots of snow this year. Model T. Nothing happened. Mower. Don't even want to talk about that thing. That's not important. But look at this here. This has been my winter. I got off track like I always do. So this truck, I was thinking, oh, I'll quickly get it going now in fall. No. But I made a coal forge. So we borrowed a forge from my father-in-law, and that was too much fun. So here I am being a blacksmith. That's kind of cool. So I've been beating on stuff and making things, and haven't been really working on the truck much. Well, we've been super cold here lately too. But that's a quick update on the goings on here in the shop. Horrible mess. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about this, because just to keep my own head kind of in the game and what. So this started out, this truck, I told you a story about this truck in a previous little video. So basically I dragged it over here from my dad's because I just wanted to see if I could get it running, just because, you know, nostalgia. And the engine was seized, so we messed around with it for a while in the truck and then decided, no, we got to pull it out. So we pulled it out and took it apart. It took quite a struggle to get it unseized. Had some valves that fought me for literally years, but I did get it all apart. And then it sat here, like my projects tend to do, and got crapped on by birds and whatnot. And so yeah, it's been a long time. All started out just seeing if we could get the thing to run. So now what I've done to this engine is really almost nothing. I've honed the cylinders. I put new set of rings in. It is bored 60 over. It's an old rebuild. There's a tag on it, which is kind of cool, from Western Engine Works Limited. It says authorized Ford. What does it say? Authorized Ford of Canada rebuilt assembly. So interesting side note on that. When I had it apart, there's about 8 different styles of valves in this engine. They must literally have a bucket of valves that they just throw in whatever. But when they did these rebuilds back in the day, but anyway, I just put rings in it. I hand lapped the valves, which there's a few that are really sketchy. Like literally, I just wanted to kind of hear this thing run. And the other reason I didn't want to spend any money on it is that I do have the there are no cracks as far as the usual, you know, the usual stuff that had been cracked between the head bolt and the water jacket, the usual places on a flathead, and that had been repaired when they did this overhaul. So that it had, but no problem, nothing between the valve seats, no cracks there. So I thought, oh, golden, good to go. And then it sat here in the shop apart, and I could swear that while it was sitting here in the shop, and I mean the thing's been emptied dry of water for 20 years. But anyways, the pan rails are cracked on this engine, and there's a couple that run across the center web of the center main bearing. And so I didn't want to put any money in here at all. I just put a set of rings in it. We're literally going to see if it'll run. I just JB welded those cracks and dressed everything up so that the gaskets would seal, and we'll see what happens. Obviously not a block that it'd be junk for pretty much any application other than an old beater farm truck that's just going to idle around here. So anyways, so my chances, first off, we'll see if the thing will even hold cold coolant, hold water, if it just leaks all into the oil pan, but I don't think it should. I think it will be okay there. Then will it run? Then if it runs, will it drive? Then if it drives, I know for a fact this thing never, ever, ever had any brakes of any kind in my memory. Obviously they did work at one time, but if we actually wanted to put this thing on the road, it would be an ordeal. Plus, when that happened, the thing's been on its head a couple of times, apparently, over the years, and I also recall it steering really poorly, and so there's a pretty good chance that we got a good tweak in the old frame or something going on, because the front end actually is not loose. There's no wild, loose joints in the front end, so, or wheel bearings or anything. Like, it's actually all quite tight. So that whole steering issue, combined with no brakes, combined with, I mean, it's a beat up piece of crap. Let's be honest. But anyways, it's all fun. It's all just for fun. And so we'll see if we can get it going. And if we can, you will see it here on the YouTube, because that's what YouTube is for, showing you fun stuff. That's about it for now.